process. What is the change control process? Please listen up. First and foremost, there is going to be a change request, right? That change request, who can submit a change request? Who can submit a change? Who can initiate a change in a project? Anybody can initiate a change in a project. Excuse me, as a project manager, is it all changes that are initiated that I will have to comply with? Not all changes. But do I have to receive all the changes? Yes. I have to receive all the changes and document them. But any of those changes that is not in alignment with the business case and the project objectives, I will do nothing about them, even though I have accepted the change request form or the change request order. I will just keep them there. Hey, I should go back again. I did not record it anywhere. And I all right. What I'm saying is that I ask, can anybody initiate a change request? The question is yes, right? Thank you. And I ask, is it all change requests that should be honored by the project manager? I said no. Not all change requests that the project manager receive that he should honor. So which means he's going to receive it and accept it and smile with whoever sent the change request, but is most likely not to honor it. So which one will he have to honor? He will definitely honor the change requests that align with the business case or the project objectives. So if I send a change request to a project manager and it doesn't align with the business case, maybe because of my selfish interest, or maybe because it's not benefiting me, as a project manager, I don't need to honor such. Is that clear now? So on what instance can I honor a change request? Only when it aligns with the business case or the project objectives. So when it doesn't have any alignment, I don't need to do anything about it. I will only accept it and file it. But now, what is now the process? So the simple process is what I will show you before we just close, because the class is 2 hours. I don't want it to be too boring. Okay, I've explained all this. Um, Okay, this is what I want you to know because it's very important. So you can see the customer issue a change request. I want you to follow me. It's simple. The customer issued a change request. The change request, the project manager received the change request. What did he do? So now, listen again. Another note. Can the change request be verbal? Yes, it can be verbal, but it must be documented. So that is why a change request must be issued through a change request form. That is why a change request must be issued through a change request form. You can see it on this screen. Yes, Wale, quickly. No, the PM. All right. I'll go back to it. So now all change requests must be submitted through a change request form. So which means, let's go back again. This customer may decide to initiate a change request verbally. And we said that if he's going to initiate a change request verbally, that change request must be documented in the change request form. And it's an official document because it is either he sign it so that he will not come back later. So why do you have to document? So that he will not come back later to tell you that me care. Is it in the dream? Did you see me? How did you see me? What color of clothes did I wear? You will not bother. You don't need to start stressing yourself. Why? Because it has been documented and signed. So it must be issued through a change request form, which is a must. And the PM will have to document that he has identified or received that change request form in what we refer to as what? The change log or the change request log. Just like you send a mail to you are sending something to an organization, the person register it. Why are they registering it? So that there will be a record that yes, I have this document you sent, but I'm registering it to show that this document actually came. That will be, it must be registered in the change log that there's a change request. Who does that? The PM. Because the idea of initiating change must go to the PM because he's the one directing and managing the project. Now, when the PM receives that documentation, what will he do? It documents it in the change request log. So from that change request log, the PM and his team will evaluate that change. That is why you can see change of scope. So the TM and his team are going to sit down. Oh, this point now is a change log now. They are going to look at that change. You see the document, they're going to look at it. He receives it here, he documents it here, they're going to look at it. And what are they going to look at? They're going to assess it, check the change log, and see if it is in alignment with the scope or the project objective. If it is not in alignment, they will leave it at this documentation stage. Just forget about it. They will not need to bother to check the impact. But if it is in alignment, what would they do? You can see the team gather together. You can see the triple triangle: time, scope, and cost. The team will gather together to assess the impact of this change request for change. So this person issued a change request for scope. For example, you can see it in red. So the team will have to gather together. I remember I used the word team, not the project manager. Take note, it's not the project manager that will do the evaluation. Everybody in the team, if you have a project management team, you sit down and do the evaluation and see the impact of that change it will have on schedule, it will have on cost, it will have on other constraints. But the change request is on scope. But you must now check, okay, you want us to change the scope of work. What impact will it have on cost? And what impact will it have on schedule? What impact will it have on our stakeholders? What impact will it have on the risk plan we have? Do you understand now? So if it does not have impact at this point, hope you can see my cursor. At this point, the project manager has right to make the decision and implement if it does not have impact. But if they now discover that, this thing have impact, it will increase our cost to 2 million. And where are we going to get 2 million from this budget? No, let's pass it to the management. It takes that information and send it to the CC board with the evaluation. And remember, he is part of the CCB board. So at this point, they are going to conduct a meeting and look at the options and see if it is okay for them to approve or not. They are going to check both sides, evaluate it and check the importance. So if the head of the CCB, who is the owner of the project, likes that change or is the one that initiates that change, automatically it means that he's ready to cater for the cost. He will approve it, right? Is that not so? All right. So when it approves it, you can see that it is approved or rejected. So either when it is approved or rejected or postponed, what happened? You must go back to that change request log that you registered at the beginning to indicate that that change was rejected or approved. All right. Sure, you can see that. Then the PM will, when that happens, either approve. When it's approved, what happened? The PM takes that information that have been approved and send it to the appropriate team member for execution. So the PM now made that adjustment to the plan and send that information to the appropriate team member for the team member to implement the change. So you can see the flow. Is this easy to understand? All right. Please take note. Several questions are going to come out under that small thing I explained to you now. You'll see plenty questions. All right. Closing our project or the closing phase of a project. Take note. What I want to talk about closing is when we finalize all the activities, when we have finished all the things we need to do for the project. We have done the lesson learned. We have paid off all the people we are owing. We have we've done all that we need to do, then we can close the project. And remember, closing of a project always comes as a result of a satisfactory performance requirement from the customer or the sponsor. So you can't close a project if all those activities are not done. Which means I would like you to note, you can't close a project technically only when the project technical work has been completed. So you cannot close a project based on the fact that the technical work in that project has been completed. No, you only close a project based on the fact that the technical work has been completed and all other administrative work in respective to payment of funds, receiving acceptance criteria, acceptance notes from the sponsor or the customer, ensuring that all the project documents are properly archived and lesson learned documentation was conducted and archived, and all the payment and everything has been done, you can now officially close the project. If in the instance the technical work of the project has been completed, like a building project, the people are already using the road, and and in that project they said you are going to provide maintenance for 2 weeks or maintenance for 1 year, you can't close that project because maintenance is still on. All right, quickly. No, it cannot be closed. That is what I'm trying to say. They are not closing them now. Who told you they are closing them? Ah, that is it now. That is why I'm emphasizing now. Or it is not only when the technical work in the project has been done, you can say, oh, we have finished the road construction, we cannot close the project. No, it involves other things, which are we will talk about. The final product or service. Yes, you want to say something? Yes, quickly. No, no, that is that is that is why you are getting project management knowledge, sir, so that you can manage your project differently. Because in the government sector, they operate as a functional organization. Most of them operate as a functional organizations. All right. The head of that department automatically is a project manager, even if you are a project guru. They will hide you under the head of the organization. Is that clear? All right. So the final product, service, or result must be transferred to the owner so that the owner will review it, use it for 1 month, 6 months, according to the contract agreement. And when the owner is satisfied, it will do what? It will send you a final report or a performance report. Okay. So the owner will send you what? A performance report. And all these are the closure activity. So a project can be closed either due to termination decision or because the project end successfully. Okay, so all these are the administrative things that will be done as regard the closure of the project. When the project is terminated, the project you will now follow the closing procedures. You pay off everybody that needs to be paid and you close it. You have to pay now for you to order a termination of a project, which means you want to pay them off. Do you understand? It's either because the project ends successfully, everybody goes because everything is done successfully, or you say, okay, you know what? I don't want you to build that house again. I don't like that Aja area. I want to go to Banana Island. Leave that house first. You can decide to say, okay, sir, all the people we have used material, are you not going to pay? We'll pay you, and say, yes, we pay you. And that you are not closing that project because you successfully finished the project, but you closed that project because there was a termination decision. All right. And a project can also be closed for, apart from termination, for a legal decision or a convenient decision. A convenient decision is that I no longer want the project because it is not my administration. Like as you find in some industries, tell you that I remember a project we were doing with Stanbic. The moment a new director came into that office, the project came to an halt. He said, I don't support that vision. This is my vision. Leave that one that you guys have done. Come to this one. This is what I want you to achieve for me, and I'm good to go. That is as a result of convenience. I don't want it anymore. So project can be closed as a result of termination decision, can be closed as a result of convenience decision, can be closed as a result of successful completion, and it can be closed as a result of legal ground, law cases. Can be closed. Legal ground say close. All right. All right, thank you for your time. Any more question before we close? All right. Thank you very much. So our next class will be tomorrow, 8 p.m. Thank you very much. Yes, Godwin, lastly. Sorry, sorry, I'm recording it.